Alright, so I'm back, and as you can see I've opened up my mine here and been down there because I ran out of supplies because I've been doing a lot of work. So I'm just going to go over what I've done. I redesigned a lot of this stuff and laid it out really well. So I've got a coal coke engine, or oven I guess, working on some of that. I've got a iron tank for the creosote. I've got an iron tank full of lava. I've got almost a full 4 or 5 whatever high tank of biofuel. I'm working slowly on ethanol. Got boiler. So let me just show. This little bitty farm is powering all this stuff. Oh, I've also got some poop right here. I got a full tank of poop. Oh, let me just change. I don't want to deal with mobs right now. Just make sure the coast is cleared. Okay. So I've got a lot of poop too. Yep. And this one little farm, I've got it set up right now to do just wood. So that's why there's one gigantic tree here. And I've got it turned off. But it's just the smallest farm, just a 3x3. And it's giving me all this power. So it does just like last time, except I've kind of reconfigured things. So now I've got 2 furnaces with the round robin pipes and everything coming into them. I've got 2 redstone engines down there powering the outs of the furnaces, and they're controlled by this lever here. So that'll turn on and off the redstone engines down there, which are pulling, let's get up here, are pulling the charcoal that's produced by the wood furnaces, and it's going through the golden pipes, which will speed it up into the boiler. And the boiler is a 4x4 boiler, and it has 4 steam engines on it. I believe commercial, yes. And they are each connected to the redstone energy conduit, and they go over here to my tesseract, or not tesseract, but redstone energy cell. And then I've also got this set up to go into there through this, and that creates the energy from the biofuel. And it should be off, yes, I think. Or is it working? I don't even know what's on and off. I think that would be off. Anyway, and then I've got my AE system set up. Not completely set up, but started. But yeah, the interesting part about this that I changed is the way that I produce the ethanol. I didn't have the distiller before, I don't think, or the fermenter, whatever. What is it? The still. I didn't have the still, so I was just making biomass, I think. But anyway, so it goes. It has the apples and the wheat, and it goes along this pipe, and then it goes to this pipe, and the wheat goes left, and the apples go down, I believe. Nope. The wheat goes down and the apples go left. So the apples go left and go into the squeezer. I'm actually quite proud of this setup here. So from the squeezer, it feeds out into here, into this fermenter. Excuse me. Pardon me. And then there's another fermenter here that doesn't use the, what is it? It doesn't use the fruit juice, but it uses water. So I have an aqueous accumulator under here providing it with water, and it was already full before I hooked this up, so it doesn't ever go into here. So it only goes into here even though it's hooked with both. So the squeezer is actually just connected to this one. So both these things do the same thing, they create biomass, but this one's more efficient because it uses the fruit juice instead of the water. But they both get wheat. This one gets the wheat first. So I have a insertion pipe here, and it'll take wheat first because it's more efficient. But once it's full, then it will come over here and go to this one, and it will use this side. That's only if this one's full, so it doesn't waste the wheat. And I've never come into that situation where I haven't been caught up. You know, I've been overflowing, so I'm not worried about it. This goes really fast. And the mulch also comes from the squeezer, and it does the same thing. Actually, that's what this is. The mulch, it comes into here. The wheat actually goes this direction. Yeah, the wheat goes here and then around to that side, and then the other one goes around to this side. Okay, so once this is done fermenting, it actually takes the product and comes over here and feeds into the still. Same with this one, feeds into the still. Still takes that and it turns the biomass into ethanol, and it goes into here via this pipe. And I haven't done anything with that yet. It's just collecting. It's been slow because I haven't really ran the farm too much, other than wood production for now, because I have so much excess energy. It's not even funny from the charcoal. See, I've got 7 stacks of 64 plus 41. So I got a lot of charcoal, 489. And this thing is just burning through it. I just keep it full so it doesn't cool back down because it takes so much to get primed. So anytime I want, I just turn that on and I get tons and tons of stuff. Right now I have it set up just to do wood. I changed the planter over just for wood instead of the wheat, and I set up an extra pipe off my round robin pipe, and then out of the overflows, because I was getting an excess of wood because these couldn't keep up with all that up there, and dumping it into this chest. And then I was using my minion stone to transmute that into ores. But I ran out of Certus and redstone, and I'm pretty sure I'm probably low on glowstone. No, I still have a ton of glowstone. Awesome. But what about nether quartz? 25. Yeah, I'm running pretty low on nether quartz, so I'm gonna have to take a trip to the nether. I built this, but I don't really have anything in it. Built a few pieces to the applied energistics system. So I haven't really got that hooked up. My plan is to use all of the thermal expansion machines because I love thermal expansion. It's an awesome mod. And I've first time I've ever played with the igneous extruder. This thing is awesome. I like the way I set this up too. The ocean is right there, or at least a big body of water, and I dug through the wall, and so right here behind this block, if I broke it, there'd be water, and right behind this thing there's water, and I think above it too is water. So I just have that set there in the corner, and it's taking the water and putting it in this side, and then this is connected to my awesome lighting system. It's a lava lighting system. First thing I did when I made my applied energistics system was make liquid ducts to change over my sewage over here, feeding into the tank over here, and then that to the fertilizer, because that was what was slowing down the farm, besides the lack of energy. But it couldn't create more energy because it didn't have excess of poop. So I changed over those. I want to change over those first so that I get a lot of power and run my AE system better. So I did that, and in the process of doing that, one of the times I was crafting it, I accidentally crafted 100 at once instead of like the 20 that I needed. So I had all this extra liquid duct piping, and I had all of this lava that I wasn't using over here in this tank. So I decided to line my walls with liquid ducts and use them as a lighting source because they light up whenever they put lava through them. So I've lined the floors with this liquid ducts, and then I put this in here so that I could have access to it easily with the bucket and all that. And I dug this out because I was going to put the aqueous, or the liquid duct igneous extruder here, or over here at first, but I didn't like it because of the water, so I decided just to get it closer, more efficient, to test it out, and I really like this thing. But anyway, that's what the tank is for. Plus, it lets me do sections. So if like right now, it's pumping into the bottom and out the top. So if I turn off the top, notice this starts to fill up, and then this pipe should start to empty, see? So it turns off the lights over here, although I have all these lights still, but it would turn off the lights over here on this section of the base, but keep the lights on over here in this section. But if I turn this back on, and then I come over here and I turn this off, then all of the lava starts to drain out because it's no longer providing, it's a loop. So now it's no longer providing lava through the bottom, it's just all going in the top. So these will start to, empty, and when they empty, it'll start getting dark. So it'll just take a second. It takes longer to empty than it does to fill. When you turn it on, it turns on almost instantly, but it takes a second or two for it to empty. But it's really cool. So it should be draining. Yep, see? That's going down. Now things should start getting darker. This takes a minute. I think it'd be faster if I didn't have this tank, but I like having the tank there so that I can see the systems, because that's like a system indicator of how full it is, like if that tank fills up or not, kinda, if I do it right. But anyway, yeah, it's also like available, but anyway, here we go. See, it's getting darker back there, and once this empties out, it should get pretty dark, because I still have these lights, and the A system is lit, so. But there we go. So now it's all empty. Now see how dark it is back here? That's because there's no lights. It's just this. Oh, I have these. See, I should get rid of these. Yeah. Let's see. I want it to look like it's not lit up when I'm not using it. But this is always going to be lit anyway because they're on fire. So put those there, and it looks cool, so I like them there. But and then that, I like the way that looks. So I gotta completely reconfigure this part of the base. But see, if I turn it back on, it'll light back up pretty quick. See, there it goes. It's already lit up. Not all the way. It gets brighter as it fills up. See there, it just now filled up this back part. So yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. I've never seen anybody have a lava lighting system before, and there's a way to get rid of a mistake in a useful way. So yeah, I've got my Buildcraft stuff set up. It's not automated yet, but I'm going through and I'm automating the pieces that I need at a time, and I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to use this igneous extruder for sand, or well, for cobblestone, and then use a crusher, pulverizer, turn it into sand, and then use the induction smelter to smelt my ores, because I get double the ore. But if I put sand in it, I'll get double, but sometimes I get the I think it's called slag. Is it slag? Oh, come on. Yeah, you get a chance to get rich slag. 5% chance with all the ores. And when you get rich slag and you put it in the induction smelter and do this instead of the sand, you get 3 instead of 2. But it takes a lot of energy because, you know, you got to make the well, the way I'm going to do it, I'm getting so much energy it's not even funny. So I think I'm just going to do it and automate that. I want to use all these, and if I have to use multiple of them, that's okay. So I've just got the basics set up, you know, all my ores and, you know, all the normal stuff, sand. That's all I've got automated right now, and stone and flux dust. So yeah, that's the setup for now. And then I moved that. I like it. I think it's pretty neat looking, especially with the lava. It's pretty dark back here now without that. Those lights really did help. I thought it would be just as bright. But anyway, I'm getting so much energy. Like, I don't really know the conversions and all that stuff, but this is 4 MJ, and I've got 4 of them, so that's 16. This one produces 1000 MJ. Well, I don't know what it produces per tick, but that's how much the capacity is. So, I don't know. these seem to be more than this, because whenever I have everything running and I just have this on, it doesn't really keep up. But if I turn these on, it way keeps up. So I have this filled up, and then I have it set up with these torches so that I can turn it off right here and not waste the energy if I want to fill that back up. For some reason I didn't have this stuff running, so this stuff will shut off as soon as all the power is drained out of the system. These conduits hold energy, so I have such a long line here, it takes a minute for it all to drain out. But it will eventually, theoretically, stop. Unless I have this hooked up through another... It's going up there. Huh. I don't know where it's getting all that energy from. But anyway, it does turn that off, so it's not providing energy to the system over there. But I'm getting so much extra energy that I made a MFE, and like I said, I don't know the conversions and all that, so I don't know if this is going to blow up if I put this on there. I don't think it will, because an MFE I know holds more energy and is a higher tier than the MJ. So theoretically, if I hooked up the MJ stuff to the MFE stuff, then it would blow up, but I don't think the other way. But I'm still scared. So what I'm gonna do is put it somewhere. How much of this redstone do I have? 2. See, I'm gonna take all this back. How did you get in here? Maybe it spawned when I had the lights off. Why can't I move? Okay. And this doesn't even hook up. It doesn't need power, so I ran all this extra for nothing. I thought it needed power for sure, but I guess it just uses the lava and the water for power. Okay, and that's powering that, so I don't want to take that. Okay, so I need to get somewhere away to hook this thing up. And it'll take power, no matter where I hook it up. These up here have power. I could try to run it. It's dark again. I could try to hook it off my farm out here. That's what I'm gonna do. I can go 13 away. So I could. Oh, those are liquid ducks. I don't need you. I need you. I have 11. That's good. Go up in the air a little bit. Let's see if this thing's gonna blow up. Ooh, I thought that was gonna go the other way. Now, it might not be hooked up. It's not hooking up. It doesn't even take that type of wire. Oh, man. That's what I was afraid of. Yep, I don't know what I'm doing.